Hey everyone, I'm here today with the game Kaiser, Cucumber, and the Gangs of Mechanical Corners. Anyways, it's spelled weird. It's another game from Fight in the Box. It's coming to Kickstarter very soon, and I thought I'd show you a little bit about the game and tell you what I think about it too. Let's check it out. All right, everyone, here we are with the game Kaiser, Cucumber, and the Gangs of Mechanical Corners. It's spelled weird. It's fine. But here is a Bunny Bobby. We have that in our setup, and then we each get one of these ringleaders, gang leaders here, either like Sovereign of Tea, Kaiser Cucumber, Prime Wellington, and Tila Chursova. Those can be used optionally one time throughout the game at the beginning of your turn to activate their power. That's usually used near the end of the game. The game is played over 3 rounds, so you have those. Again, this is a prototype, so not finished. Everybody is going to get some tiles. This plays 1 to 4 players. We're not going to talk about the solo because I didn't find that as interesting myself, but it's there. It's a little puzzle that you're doing. But in a 2-player game, you're going to get 6 of these. In a 3-player game, you're going to get 4. And in a 4-player game, you're going to get 3 of these. So after everybody has their tiles, the first player is going to place it out somewhere next to this Bunny Bobby here. Placement rules are you always have to place next to a current tile. You can play face up or face down. Once you have done your turn and resolved anything on the tile, then play passes to the next person until somebody cannot legally play their tiles. Usually that's going to be because they are out of tiles, but it could be because every spot has been taken. To go backwards, it's actually any open spot next to a Bunny Bobby. So face down tiles can only be placed in empty spots. Face up tiles can be placed in an empty spot or on top of another agent next to a Bunny Bobby if they're the same color or the same agent type. And when you play on another agent, it creates a stack. So card abilities are only going to affect the top card, not the whole stack. You might be wondering, like, how are we going to have if we each have, let's say we're playing 3 players and we have those 4 tiles. Obviously, there's only 8 spots around here, but there are things that move your tiles around and do other things. So let's take a look at that. So first of all, the types of cards. So this one here is a minion. A minion is one that allows you to rotate any card in play, including later on we're going to have more Bunny Bobbies out here. So you can rotate any card in play. At this point it's not going to do a lot, but as you can see it rotates. And then we have the owl. The owl is going to be flipping other tiles, either face up or face down, that are out, so you can flip that. And then if it's on a stack, you flip just the top card. So just be aware of that too. Now that this is face up, again, I could have placed this here, covering that one up. Because it is the same color, that means it's the same gang. There is also a pattern here if you have troubles with the colors. Let's take a look at the next one though. We have squirrels. Squirrels allow you to switch the place of any 2 tiles. Maybe I place this down here and I don't like the fact that I might be out of places to place my tiles. So I switch this Bunny Bobby and this minion here. So now the minion is down here for later. Up here later in the game, the Bunny Bobby is down here. And then the next one is a hedgehog. A hedgehog allows you to jump on top of a stack. Maybe I really like the fact that this is getting caught so far because they're face up. So I'm going to make that hedgehog jump on top of that stack. And when you do that, you pick any card in play and stack it on top of any card adjacent to it, keeping it same orientation. If a card on a stack is selected, you just move the top card. And if an agent is stacked or swapped on top of Bunny Bobby, so maybe I wanted this to happen, so I go here and I make this happen. This makes so that we have our first caught culprit here from one of the gangs who's trying to pull off the eye. So this green squirrel is now caught. We're going to put them over here in our scoring area because the Bunny Bobby was able to apprehend them. And finally, we have rats. Rats at the end are going to point out if they're face up. As you can see, they're not getting chased away by the Bunny Bobby right now, but the rat is going to point to this face down tile over here. And previously, a face down tile would have gone to the got away cleanly pile, but because the rat is pointing to it during the cleanup part, this is also going to go to the caught area over here. So we have a green one and a red one now that have been caught because of this. And let's go ahead and talk about that end of round kind of things that happen. At the end of the round, we're going to have Bunny Bobbies chase people off. So like this minion actually gets chased off even though it's face up because the Bunny Bobby is looking at them and they are chased back to the deck. The ones that are here and here though, well first we would have done that thing where the rat points to this one and it gets caught because the rat's going to point that out. And then we have the roundup where anybody face up is sent to jail also. So we have this stack here and this stack, this single one here of this rat. So now we have 3 reds and a blue, and whoever's trying to score a red to get away cleanly is not doing well. And then we draw new tiles, pass the Bunny Bobby deck to the next person. They're going to decide somewhere here adjacent to place the next Bunny Bobby, and play will continue in that way, remembering to play our special abilities where we will want ones to either get away cleanly, to be chased back, to be caught, to get away cleanly, to be caught, and that's over here, or to be left in the deck. Whoever has the most left in the deck of their 2 colors is going to get 3 points. The other things are just worth the points. You can stack up your stuff of ones that got away cleanly and ones that were caught next to you. Because like I get, if let's say I was, let's say who would I be here? Let's say I was this player who wanted red to get caught. I could just take these 3 and stack it next to me there like that to show at the end of the game that I have 1, 2, 3 points for my reds that got caught because we knew they got caught. So that's how the game plays. It is a quick little game, pretty easy to learn. I do hope that for the final version there's a play aid because it would be nice to see that on a card next to people, especially when you're teaching things like that. The acrylic tiles are fun. They are fun to grab. If I was going to get this, I would want to get the acrylic tiles version, just because they're more fun than square cards are going to be. Square cards are going to be fine, but they're not going to be as enjoyable as these acrylics are. They're a lot of fun to grab and play with. The nice plushy bag there, all that. I like the artwork. The artwork was fun with Kaiser Cucumber in the first game. It's just as fun here and as much tongue-in-cheek with a lot of little jokes for you to enjoy. It's a good game to pick out for a night with people when you're doing other things. You might play 2 or 3 times pretty quickly. My favorite player count is 3. I found that it drug on a little bit at 4 players. Just didn't play quite the same as that 3-player experience. For me, 2-player was good too. And I think that if you liked the first one, or if you missed out on the first one, you better move quickly on this one too. Not an endorsement other than that it is an enjoyable game if you like that kind of spatial thing going on with memory and counter feinting and going back and forth. That if you like that sort of thing, then you're going to enjoy it. If you don't like spatial games and memory and things like that, this isn't going to be for you. But I think that's pretty obvious based on the type of game it is with the tiles and the artwork and the short gameplay. It's not an overly complex game, not going to be too hard to learn. There's some little memory devices that have been put in there to help you see and understand the game better and faster. Overall, enjoyable game. Hope you like it too. Let me know what you think. Happy gaming. Catch you later.